This lesson we will learn how to find the area of composite figure by decomposing them and using their formulas.
We will revise from lesson 9.3, page 473 from your textbook. Find the area of composite figure by decomposing the figures into known shapes and then adding the areas of those shapes. You will use the different formulas to find the area of a composite figure. You will look at the figure, you will decompose it into the figures which you already know. Now this shape is called parallelogram. The formula to find the area of parallelogram is base times height. For triangle it is base times height divided by 2. For the trapezoid you will add the two bases, base 1 and base 2, then you multiply it with height and then you will divide it with 2. And the area of circle is A is equals to pi r square. This is an example of a composite figure. Here you can see the down part is rectangle. We know that the formula to find the area of rectangle is length times width. The top is a trapezoid. Here we will add the two bases. We multiply it with height and then we divide it with 2. The area of each face. Here you can see this figure is composed of a circle, square and half circle. The down one is a square because both sides are same, and on the top it is a semicircle. Now for the area of square we will multiply side times side, so it is 12. 12 times 12 is 144. For the semicircle, if you see here, if this side is 12, this is also 12, that is the diameter. But we want radius. Radius is half of diameter, that is 6. So it will be 1 over 2 pi r square and then 1 over 2 times 3.14 times 6 times 6. It will give you 56.52. Now you will add both areas to find the total area. So the total area is 200.52 square yards. So here also you can write the units, yard square and yard square. If you look at the picture, you can see the two triangles, and this is the base and height, and here this is the base and height. So use the formula base times height divide by 2. 5 times 6 divide by 2, 30 divide by 2 is 15. For the other triangle the numbers are 4 times 3, that is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Now add both of them. 15 plus 6 is equal to 21. So the total area of the figure is 21 square feet. It is composed of a trapezoid, that is down, and upward there is a parallelogram. So find the area of both of them. The figure is composed of a parallelogram and trapezoid. For parallelogram it is base times height, that is 5 and 10. So that is 50 square centimeters. If you look here, it is a trapezoid. Base 1 is 7, base 2 is 14. Add the two bases, multiplied with height and divide by 2. So it will give us 63 square meters. The last step, add 50 and 63 together. It will give you 113. So the area of the composite figure is 113 square centimeters. This shape, you can see one triangle and one semicircle is there. So for the triangle, if it is 5 till here, the total is 5 plus 5, 10. So the base is 10 and height is 4. Base times height divided by 2 will give you 50 square feet. For now for the semicircle, it is 1 over 2 pi r square. R is 5, so 1 over 2 times 3.14 times 5 times 5, it will give us 39.25. Add both of the areas to get the total area, that is 59.25. So the area of the composite figure is about 59.25 square feet. It's composed of a rectangle and a triangle. So for the triangle first, the side is, this whole is 20. The whole part is 20. We need to know this one. From 20, we will subtract 8 and 6. 20 minus 8 is 12. Then 12 minus 6 is 6. So this side is 6. Now here till here it is 10, and if you cut this much, so 10 minus 6, that is 4. So the base is 6 and the height is, this is base, and this is the height. Base time height divided by 2, 4 times 6, 24, divided by 2 is 12 square meters, and for the rectangle we will multiply the length and the width, that is 20 times 6, that is 120, 120 plus 12 will give you 132. So the area of the composite figure is about 132 square centimeters, sorry, square meters. Look at this picture, you can see here there is a small triangle attached with a trapezoid. So for the triangle, the base is 1.1 and the base is, this is the base and this one is the height. Base time height divided by 2 will give you 2.64. Now for the trapezoid, this is base and this is base, one of them is base 1 and one of them is base 2. So if you say that this is b1 and this is b2 and this one is the height of the trapezoid, replace the values and simplify them, it will give you 24.70 square centimeters. Then add both of them, the total area of composite figure is 27.42 square centimeters. This is height of trapezoid. Find the area of the shaded region. What is this shape? The whole shape is a rectangle. First we will find the area of whole shape, then we can see two small squares, then we will find the area of these small squares, and then we will subtract them. So from here to here it is 32 and here it is 8, so the total is 32 plus 8, so the whole thing is 40. Here it is 8 plus 8, 16. So for the bigger rectangle it is 40 times 16, that is 640 square feet. Now if you look at this small, it is 8 times 8, so 8 times 8 is 64 and there are two small squares. Then you will multiply 64 with 2, or you can say that 64 plus 64 is 128. Then for the shaded part we will subtract the two areas, so subtract 128 from 640, it will give you 512 square feet. That is the final shaded part. If you look at the picture, this is a trapezoid. For the area of trapezoid, add the two bases, this is base 1, base 2, and this is the height. Then find the area of triangle, that is 16 times 40 divided by 2, that is 320, and the area of trapezoid is 480. For the shaded part, subtract the two areas, so 160 square centimeter is the area of the shaded part.